Hey everyone, TimaeuSS here. Wanted to make this video because I released my previous video for the Centaur no Ginga, no Alice, and I thought, I wanted to get the video out as soon as possible, so I did on my JP account, but there were comments saying that it's a scam, they were overgeared, there's no way people can get those stats, and it makes me feel a bit sad because I wanted to get the content out as soon as possible, of course, and I challenged Centaur 9 on JP and had the 2 units that were 3-star level 40. So I thought it was a very reasonable comparison, but apparently not for some of the people. So I'm going to make a follow-up video, and you can see that, so this is my Centaur team on global. Power is 11,000. And if we look at my Centaur team for JP that I've edited now, 11,000, right? And I've purposely removed some gear. So you can see that one piece of gear on my Morris. My Chihaya, I think, is missing 2 pieces of gears. And then my Greer is also missing, well, Greer's not missing anything because this is the free attack set and the free crit set that you get from the rookie event and the Queen's event. And even Kana, these stats, I'm just gonna give you a comparison because people are gonna say again I'm not being fair. So let's look at the stats for comparison. Here's my Kana, 6,600 HP, right? And here's my Roko. Let's take a look. My Roko has 9,000 HP, okay? And 171 speed. My Roko has 187. Defense 876. My Roko has 891. So I've even lower accuracy. Of course, my crit damage is higher because to get those low stats, much lower stats, I had to move some equipment around, so the crit damage is higher. But Kana is for survival. You don't really care about the crit damage anyhow, right? And you're not going to have these low stats because if you look at my Roko on my global server, none of the gears are upgraded. So if you upgrade them, you're going to have much better stat. So I think the stat line I'm providing is more than fair. And if you look at Greer versus my Ginga, okay, let's take a look right here. My Greer is at 3168 power, right? She's a 4-star right now, Awakened. And because I needed her to reach a somewhat fair stat line compared to, let's say, Ginga, my Ginga is on free gears. 5-star free attack set from the rookie mission, 6-star crit set from the rookie mission, all free gears. 4,000 attack, 8,000 HP, 700 defense. My Greer has 7,000, so that's 1,000 lower HP, 1,000 lower attack, 30% higher crit damage, but lower everything else, right? I don't even have stat accuracy. So I thought I was being very fair by challenging Centaur 9 with these units. So right now I'm going to do a Centaur 7 run, and you'll see how easy it is even with this setup. So you can see the power here, yeah. So I think, it just, I try to make a free-to-play comp. Everything is relatively easy to build, not max level. And personally, I even challenge the hardest level to make sure that, because you only need to do Centaur 7 and 8, so you don't need to do Centaur 9. But me going into Centaur 9 I thought would be a better reflection of how this team can even scale. But so here we are at Centaur 7, and you can see that it's very stable. There's not a lot of difference compared to the Centaur 9 run I showcased, because the jump from Centaur 7 to Centaur 8 is actually quite huge. So you can see that I'm just chugging away. But yeah, I think the stat line I provide is more than fair. And it's a very safe attempt. And of course, if you max level, don't even max level them, you bring them up to level 50, your run would be much smoother and easier. But yeah, you can see that Centaur 7, no problem. Even with those stats, there is zero issue. And those are not even the best stats, right? Gears are free. You saw on my global server that my Morris is on free gear, so you can replicate that. Chihaya is on pretty cheap gear. So I don't think I was being, trying to scam people by showing them this setup. But here it is again with the stats and removed gears. So you can see that it's very viable and doable.